Okay, approaching 7 Mile Camp, which should be about 7 miles into the trail. It's one of the official campsites on the trail. I'm just gonna stop in and just grab some stuff to eat, air out my feet a little bit, and just take a break. As you can see, I'm in a nice, fairly dry section of the trail. So, good place for a campground. It's just I want to go a little bit further today than 7 miles. Here. So I'm taking an extended break at the 7 Mile camp. I stopped here to eat lunch, but I looked at where the campsites are, and I'm only going to go about 4 more miles today. I have the option of going 4 more miles or going about almost 10 more miles. So I'm just going to do a pretty short day. Probably set up camp a little early. My thoughts on the trail so far. It's honestly not as bad as I imagined it was going to be. I thought the waiting would be a lot scarier. With the exception of my my early encounter with the alligator at the visitor center, I haven't seen any alligators, and you know, the stuff I'm wading through isn't deep enough or wide enough for any of those really big alligators to just kind of sit there and surprise me. So it's not really that scary. I also haven't seen any snakes. It's cold though. It's cold for Florida. It's got a cold front coming through, which is why it's so cloudy today as well. So you know, the waiting part hasn't been scary. The animal part hasn't been scary. It's actually been kind of fun. I'm sure the novelty will wear off. I don't think I want to do like a week of this, but I think just a couple days of wading through the cypress swamps is pretty fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a nice long break here and then do 4 more miles and set up my camp early. I'm almost done with where I'm hiking today. I have less than 1.5 miles left, but as you can see, this is a pretty cool part. I'll switch to the front-facing camera, but it's another wade, but it's through basically a sea of bromeliads, and it's really pretty. Let me switch to the front-facing. Look at this. This is cool. All those bromeliads. It's really pretty. I'll just do a full circle. I wish it was sunny. This would be gorgeous when it's sunny. But it's Florida. So you have sunny or you have rainy. Right now it's kind of misting. Ooh, that's a pretty bromeliad. And this way. So you can see the orange blazes. You just follow the orange blazes through the swamp. Okay, made it to my campsite. It's not an official campsite. It's random camping on gut hooks. It's about 11 miles into the trail. It's kind of, you come out of a cypress swamp, and there's like 2 areas that are dry, and I am in one of those areas. It's raining pretty steadily right now. It's light rain, but it's steady, so it'll soak things. So I'm at my campsite pretty early. I'm just probably gonna chill in my tent for the rest of the day and eat dinner eventually, and probably plan out for tomorrow. But my hike through the swamp for today is over at 11 miles. So we'll see what's in store for me tomorrow.